Hey guys, Scott here. With my dogs, I got Boomer, I got Rainer. We're all here. Everybody's here. It's time for a diary, and perfect time for it. It's about 1:45 in the afternoon. I got a break between things. I figured it'd be a great time to sit out here in the sun while the dogs lay out on the cement and soak up the heat. They love doing that, don't you? Don't you love it? I can still hear the neighbors putting stuff in a giant dumpster because they're moving. That's pretty cool. I mean, I don't have a problem with these neighbors or anything. They're just moving. Anyway, I thought we could hang out a little, check in. Do a little check-in. Kind of like when you go to your hotel, You got off the plane. You hopped in the limo. There was a guy standing there. His name is Ricky. He holds a sign that says, Mr. Johnson. And we get in the car, and we're driving to Nakatomi Plaza, where I'm supposed to go to a party, and I'm sure everything's fine. Not a big deal. Okay, that's weird. Give me a moment here to see why this is happening. Oh, okay, I get it. Anyway, not really. I'm just here. I'm here. There's a breeze. It's kind of nice today. I might go back and forth between the shade and sun. In fact, right now I'm in the shade and it's a little cold. That's a weird thing to say in summer, but I'm going to move over here now. Oh, now I'm in the sun again. And you guys can just chill right there while I talk about a thing in history, okay? We are going to go all the way back to the year, if I can find it. I bookmarked this and then lost it. Oh, Scott. Hold on a second. Oh, here it is. This is a significant time. Sorry, there's a B. Significant time in American history. In 1778. This is 246 years ago today. American Revolutionary War is the era. That's what's going on. We're ripping the Band-Aid off, the British Band-Aid, tearing that off. Anyway, that was a big day for the revolution because that was the day the British Army abandoned Philadelphia. They said, you know what? You can have Philly. We don't even like the 76ers. We think they're kind of a crap team. The Flyers are okay. But the Phillies haven't won, a pennant in who knows how long. We just, we're a country that likes our sports, and we cannot deal with what's going on in Philadelphia. You okay, Rainer? Listen to this. You're going to hork up a lung. Oh, Rainer. Are you okay? All right. Anyway, that's a big deal, right? And then if we go back to 1757, 267 years ago, so about 20 years more, the Battle of Kolin between the Prussian forces under Frederick the Great and the Austrian army under the command of Field Marshal Count Leopold Joseph von Daun as part of the 7 Years' War. It's pretty hardcore, dude. All right, how about this one? In 1633, that's 391 years ago, Charles I is crowned King of Scots at St. Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh. You've heard of Mary Queen of Scots. Well, get ready for this hot newness of King Charles I of Scots. If we continue back even further to the year 1255, that's a long time ago, 759 years ago, a draft Byzantine-Venetian treaty is concluded between the Venetian envoys and Emperor Michael the, 8th of Palinagos, but it will not be ratified by Doge Raniero Zeno. See, they're starting the further back you go, the crazier this stuff sounds. Like, look at this one. Who even thinks of this anymore? 1053 is the year. 971 years ago. The Battle of Civitate. 3,000 Norman horsemen. Who are the Normans? European ethnic group, okay. It's not a whole cavalry made up of guys named Norm. 3,000 Norman horsemen of Count Humphrey rout the troops of Pope Leo the Ninth. Oh, Pope Leo, you got routed, bud. Okay, now I'm hot. So we're going to come over here again. Oh, that's so much better. So anyway, isn't that crazy? How about this one? Let's go real old. The year is 656. That's 1,368 years ago. Ali becomes Caliph of the Rashidun Caliphate. All right, well, that's your look back in history. I like to see what's going on, you know? I like to see what happened. Because today we're like, oh, yeah, today the news, the country, the election, the brr, 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 we just freak out like we got some kind of unique thing going on. Man, it's always been weird. It's always been stuff, you know? 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago, it's the same. Like, I know you think it isn't. Some of you are like, no, it isn't. It is. You know, it is. Oh, I should have checked in yesterday because 52 years ago, 1972, the Watergate scandal kicked off in earnest. 5 White House representatives are arrested for burgling the offices of the Democratic National Committee during an attempt by members of the administration of President Richard Milhous Nixon to illegally wiretap the political opposition as part of a broader campaign to subvert the democratic process. Oh my. And then just 1 year before that, 53 years ago today, U.S. President Richard M. Nixon, in a televised press conference, called drug abuse America's public enemy number one, starting effectively what we'd refer to for now until this day, the war on drugs. What do you think of that? And finally, let me tell you about this random thing, okay? In 1949, there was a film created by Basil Radford and Joan Greenwood called Whiskey Galore, from the novel by Compton Mackenzie, A Highland Fling on a Tight Little Island. It's a 1949 British comedy film. It was directorial debut of Alexander McKentrick, with a screenplay by this Compton Mackenzie person. The story based on true events, running around of the SS Politician, a ship, concerns a shipwreck off a fictional Scottish island, the inhabitants of which have run out of whiskey because of wartime rationing. The islanders find out the ship is carrying 50,000 cases of whiskey, some of which they salvage, against the opposition of the local customs excisemen. Man, that's what you had to look forward to in 1949. How does that make you feel? And that's about all I got. I have nothing important to talk about today. I've decided today will be free and clear of any kind of existential crisis or otherwise concerns that I can't do much about. And that is just how it's going to be. I need that in my life today. I'm going to go see a little kid play baseball later. That deserves my full attention and not me being distracted by, worries of the day. So my goal today is just to get a bunch of stuff done that it's been sitting around for a while, kind of building up, and also get this show out, and also learn a little something about history. Oh boy, don't bark. Oh boy, here come the neighbor kids, and the dogs are going to bark. Anyway. Oh, did you know this? In 2009, Whiskey Galore, that movie, was adapted for an onstage thing as a musical under the direction of Ken Alexander. It was performed by the Fallotree Festival Theatre. In 2016, a remake of the film was premiered at the Edinburgh International Film Festival. Eddie Izzard played Waggart. Gregor Fisher took the role of Macron. The critic Guy Lodge, writing for Variety, thought it an innocuous, unmemorable remake. And, quote, little reason for it to exist. Oh, man. Well, we've all learned a little something. You know the thing I learned, too, real quick here? These are the top 10 movies in Britain considered the greatest films ever made in Britain or produced in Britain by a bunch of sources, okay? AFI's list, BFI's list, Times list. There's like all these lists. They combined them and then did all the aggregate and found out what they were. And I'll leave you with this. Here are the top 10. I'll start at number 10. Trainspotting, 1996, directed by Danny Boyle. Amazing movie. Love it. Dive into that toilet and get your heroin. The Red Shoe Diaries. Nope. The Red Shoes. I don't know why I keep adding diary. It's because there's another movie and my brain wouldn't let me say it. It's just called The Red Shoes by Powell and Pressburger, 1948. In 1973, at number 8, we have Don't Look Now by Nicholas Roeg, I think is how you say his name, R-O-E-G, Roeg. At number 7, we have Kess, not to be confused with the Season 1 and possibly parts of Season 2 of Star Trek Voyager. She was like the weird, could tell what you were thinking lady. And she was having a whole fling with the weird alien. Anyway, that was by Ken Loach, 1969. Number 6 has Kind Hearts and Coronets in 1949. Robert Hammer. That's a cool name. Might be Hamer. Number 5, Great Expectations. I've heard of that. 1946. I've read the book. David Lean directed that. Then we have the Alfred Hitchcock-directed 39 Steps from 1935 at number 4. At number 3, we have the very well-known David Lean film, Lawrence of Arabia. It's a good movie. Great movie. Number 2, 1945's Brief Encounter by David Lean also. That guy's got 2 of the top 3. Jeez Louises. Well done, dude. Oh, he's also got number 5, Great Expectations. He is all over this list. He like the Spielberg of stuff. Anyway, number 2, Brief Encounter, 1945, David Lean, as I mentioned. And then finally, at number 1, The Third Man by Carol Reed, directed by Carol Reed, 1949. Pretty sure that was a radio show as well. The Third Man. Before we get to our adventure, Lucky Strike Cigarettes would like to have a word. It's like one of those shows, right? Anyway, well done, everybody, on the top 10 British film list. And well done all to you for listening to this tripe. I really appreciate it. And I'll be back with maybe something more, sizable next time. But right now, look, my goal was to make Tuesday kind of light and chill. And I didn't want to, overwhelm anyone with anything stupid or too much to think about or, something you can't do anything about. Sometimes you just want to hang out, and chat. And I like hearing back from you as well. So head on over to the website and click the contact link, okay? And contact me. I'd love it. frogpants.com/diary. That's where you'll find it. Or you can text me at 801-471-0462, and I'll read those right here on the show. Oh, do I have one? Hold on. Hold on to your butts. If I have one, I'll read it real quick. Yeah, here we go. Let's see here. This is for the Monday show and not for me. Never mind, that's for the Monday show. Where's the diary show? Well, I guess I don't have anything. Okay, well then that's it. I thought I did. I probably put them in the wrong folder. All right, Rainer, do you have anything to add? Here, let's have her on mic. You have anything to say? It's okay. Say something. No, right there. There's the microphone. Okay, she's not interested. You guys are all great. I'll see you next time right here on the diary. Don't take any wooden nickels and don't eat any fish that you didn't know where it came from. Okay? All right, enough of this.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.